Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, where we talk about the latest cryptocurrency news and take a look at the markets to see what is happening in the world of cryptocurrency. We've got a makeshift mic today. I'm trying to improve on the sound that we had in yesterday's stream. It wasn't too good, so hopefully this is a little bit better. Let's take a look at the prices of the markets anyway. Bitcoin is currently sat at $23,375 and Ethereum is sat at $1,640. So the last 24 hours haven't been too good. We have seen a move to the downside, and the general move from the week has been to the downside. But let's take a look at the news first today, and then we'll take a look at the Bitcoin chart because we have a little bit of news today that could affect the Bitcoin price. Let's get straight into the news. But first of all, please don't forget to like and subscribe and press that bell notification button so that you don't miss the latest cryptocurrency news. Let's take a look. First of all, we don't have any open on that tab. We have here Coinbase begins Crypto 435 campaign to promote pro-crypto policy in the US. We spoke about this briefly in yesterday's stream. So Coinbase are putting together a new campaign called Crypto 435, and they are trying to help regulate cryptocurrency in the correct way and help us regulate the industry in the correct way. And they have said their choices will determine how, when, and where you can build, buy, sell, and use crypto. We need to make sure that you get it right, and that means making your voice heard. So Coinbase are trying to help regulate the industry in the correct way. I just wanted to bring this up again because we have a huge amount of fear within the industry at the moment about regulation, and seeing some positive things happen towards pro-crypto policies and movements within the US is something we all should be looking at and be grateful for. And hopefully we see other players within the space make similar moves to Coinbase on this decision as well. Please let me know in the chat how the sound is on today's stream because it was not that great yesterday. So I'm hoping this improvisation is a little bit better. Let's take a look at the next article we have here. We have crypto-friendly Revolut records 33% revenue increase in 2022 despite bear markets. So despite the crypto winter, the crypto-friendly firm generated over $1 billion in revenue last year. So this is a London-based financial technology company. So Revolut is like an alternative to Monzo. Essentially, it gives you really good exchange rates for fiat currencies if you're on holiday, and also they have become pro-crypto as well, offering cryptocurrencies as well. So the CFO said the plunge in crypto asset prices affected Revolut's crypto business as revenue from the arm shrank and accounted for only 5 to 10% of the total income. Notably, during the 2021 bull market, the crypto division was responsible for $26 million in recorded profit. But the Revolut's revenue increased to over $850 million after recording its first full year profit in 2021. And we can see here that they've said, we have built a strong momentum. Our accounting systems needed replacement. We were held to the highest possible accounting standards. So taking a look at this, Revolut have no plans for any fundraisers. And they have revealed that the crypto-friendly neobank has no plans to raise any funds from investors soon, as it has grown to a self-sustaining level. So positive things from Revolut. Let's take a look at the next article we have here. We have create an account today for a chance to win our $1,000 monthly giveaway. And this is an article from our writers here at Crypto Saving Expert. We have a huge amount of information on the site, and we've taken over a year to get all this information together and present it in this clean, lovely way that makes it easy to learn about the different cryptocurrency markets. So if you do want to get in the chance for winning that $1,000 monthly giveaway, make sure to go to cryptosavingexpert.com. When you're not signed in, there'll be a big blue button here that says sign up. And once you do so, you can get access to all of this information completely for free. And that does not change. Everything is completely free on the site. So if you also have any friends that you want to educate about cryptocurrency, just send them over our way to cryptosavingexpert.com and they can enroll themselves on these courses and learn about the space a little bit more. Let's take a look at the next article in today's video. We have the report released by Reuters that Visa and MasterCard will pause crypto adoption is false. So over the last couple of days, we've seen a couple of news articles saying that both Visa and MasterCard aren't going to continue creating relationships within the cryptocurrency industry, and that they were putting that on pause because of the lack of clarity with regulation and because of the recent downfall of the markets. But both Visa and MasterCard have come out and said this article by Reuters is false. So taking a look at this, where do we have it? The Twitter account, Buildleby, a Twitter profile responsible for sharing stories of popular crypto people, stated that the Reuters report claiming that Visa and MasterCard had plans to pause their crypto partnerships are false, and representatives from both companies have come out to clear the rumors. And so first, the head of crypto at Visa published a thread stating that the story from Reuters is inaccurate regarding Visa. Sheffield stated that Visa would continue to work with cryptocurrency firms to enhance fiat on and off ramps and make progress on Visa's product roadmap to develop new solutions that can enable stablecoin payments safely, legally, and practically. Also, according to Sheffield, Visa believes that the digital currencies with fiat backing operating on public blockchains have the potential to play a significant role in the payments ecosystem, and that has not altered in the face of the difficulties and predictability of the crypto ecosystem. He concluded by saying that now is the time to construct and claimed that any crypto application producing a product that combines cryptocurrency and payments should contact Visa, as they would love to work with those products. So essentially, Visa and MasterCard have said these claims are false, that Reuters have been publishing over the last week, just creating more fear within the markets. They've not discussed too much on their opinion of Reuters. We also did see CZ come for Forbes. So Forbes were publishing fake news about Binance and how the company works as well. So if you want reliable cryptocurrency news, make sure to come to cryptosavingexpert.com. And we have very in-depth articles. And if you're more of a listener, then come to these live streams every single weekday. We do these at around 11 a.m., recapping the latest cryptocurrency news. And then there's never a dull day in the world of cryptocurrency. There's always a breaking news story for us to share on these channels. So make sure to tune into these live streams every single day. And hit that like and subscribe button to help us with the algorithm as well. Let's take a look at the next article we have here. We have Chainlink launches gateway for developers to connect Web3 dApps to Web2 APIs. Now, this is something that I discuss a lot because I find it very interesting when people are trying to get adoption within the cryptocurrency space. And there seems to be a huge barrier. Now, it wasn't very easy to get adopters from Web2 to Web3. Now we're trying to get from Web1 to Web2. And now we're trying to get from Web 2 to Web 3. And that adoption takes time, and it takes projects coming together and working out how they can help adopt these people. We've seen a couple of different ways. So we've seen profile pictures be, you could use NFTs as profile pictures, and this has onboarded many different people. We've also seen the Reddit collectibles. So for those that don't know, Reddit released a series of collectible digital items, and you could just buy them through Apple Pay or through your card like a normal online transaction. But then to sell these collectible items, you had to use an NFT marketplace like OpenSea. So this onboarded so many users because people were buying NFTs and interacting with the blockchain without even realizing, and they actually could prove their ownership on the blockchain from the moment that they bought those collectibles. So NFTs, although I'm not the biggest fan, are a brilliant way of onboarding people from Web 2 to Web 3. And that is what I've been discussing and taking a lot of time to think about, because this is something we need to work out, how we can get adoption within the industry. And that is another reason why we created Crypto Saving Expert, because there's an issue with trying to educate people within cryptocurrency, because people just think it's far too complicated, and we need to make that education simple, free, and reliable. And that is why we have Crypto Saving Expert. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out the website. But talking more about adoption here, we can see Chainlink, which is the Oracle network known for its reliable relay of real-world data to smart contracts on multiple popular blockchains, has launched a new self-service serverless platform to assist Web3 developers in connecting their smart contracts and dApps to Web2 APIs. So Chainlink, a lot of people get slightly confused with smart contracts. Smart contracts are they're a piece of code that you can deploy onto a blockchain, and it has the if, when, then basis. So if and when something happens, then the transaction can take place. Now, on the smart contract, this is great. It could be that if and when I send money from my wallet to another wallet, then another transaction could take place. And this makes sense. But for real world use cases, we need external data off the blockchain to be able to be used in these smart contracts. So if we want smart contracts to be used in insurance, for example, we need to say that if all of the documents are given and the information is provided that you are worthy of receiving a payment, then the transaction already takes place. But that needs external data to be put onto the blockchain, and that is why we have oracles. And this is what Chainlink is best known for. So Chainlink function combines the best of Web3 and Web2. We can see here the chief product officer at Chainlink Labs said in an interview with TechCrunch that the primary goal of Chainlink functions was to combine the best of both versions of the internet. And he said, our goal is to enable developers to combine the best of Web3 smart contracts with the power of Web2 APIs. This creates a massive opportunity to build apps that combine the best of smart contracts and Web2. So Chainlink functions, therefore, hope to be the leading gateway between two popular sides of the internet, thus boosting mass adoption of Web3 through familiar Web2 systems such as Amazon Web Services and Meta. And he said, Web3 is not going to be a binary thing. I've seen this in AI. The path to mass adoption was making it easy to embed AI into your apps. It's the same with Web3. You don't have to build your entire app on chain. It's going to be a spectrum, part smart contract, part Web2 APIs. And this is something that's really important. We want to see that integration. We want to see that adoption from Web2 to Web3. But to do that, maybe creating a bridge between the two is the best option. And this is where Chainlink have come in with this idea and this functionality. So they've said, all we have to do is write a few lines of code in JavaScript and it runs on Chainlink infrastructure automatically. We abstracted away all this complexity to let developers focus on their business logic. This is very much like what cloud services such as AWS, Lambda, and Google Cloud Functions have done for cloud developers. And so it's a very interesting concept here, definitely something that I recommend everybody researches more into, because adoption is what we need in the space for it to grow. So adoption is a very interesting topic for me. Let's take a look at the next article we have here. Before we do though, please don't forget to like and subscribe and press that bell notification button to help us grow the channel as big as possible. My name is Jess and we do these live streams every single weekday talking about the latest cryptocurrency news. Let's take a look at what is going on in this next article. We have, moving on, Robinhood's crypto wallet is now available to iOS users worldwide. So Robinhood's crypto wallet is now available globally on the Apple App Store, and it currently supports the Ethereum and Polygon networks. An Android version will be released later this year. So the popular US-based crypto and stock trading platform has rolled out its new crypto wallet on the App Store. And let's take a look at this. Robinhood Crypto said the company received valuable user feedback during beta testing and incorporated some suggestions into new crypto wallet. They also told us they want access to more coins on more chains, which is why we've quickly added support for Ethereum. While we recognized it's been a tumultuous few months in the crypto space, we remain committed to our mission to make Robinhood the most trusted, low cost, and easiest to use on-ramp to crypto. So the Robinhood wallet, therefore, currently only supports assets on Ethereum and Polygon. Over 50 ERC20 tokens can be stored in the wallet, which also offers token swaps on the two chains. And for security, the Robinhood wallet has several standard tools to enhance its users' assets are safe. They include a face and touch ID, a custom PIN, and a secret recovery phrase that should be stored offline for an added layer of security. So Robinhood is an application that many people use for traditional finance. Robinhood is what a lot of the younger generation use to trade stocks, especially when they're new into trying to trade and invest and understanding the financial markets. So by Robinhood growing its features within cryptocurrency may bring a gateway in that way as well. Everything we are looking at is seeing, and in the news at the moment, we're seeing how we can get adoption from different things that have been built during the bear market, because the bear market is the time where we should be building in preparation for the next bull market. So we're looking for adoption, and we're also looking at regulation in the correct way. That is the two main topics that we should be looking at around these times, because these are the things that we need to push forwards. Let's take a look down here. An Android version is to be launched later on in the year. So currently, obviously, it only supports Polygon and Ethereum, but it sounds like they are going to start to support more networks as well. It looks very nice. It looks like it has a very nice user interface. Let's take a look at the next article we have here. We have BUSD sees $6 billion in outflows following US regulatory crackdown. So The US regulators, the SEC, have cracked down on many different companies recently. They cracked down on Kraken for their staking platform, and then they have cracked down for BUSD, on Paxos, who is the issuer of BUSD, saying they're unregistered securities. So we can see here that, we've had that BUSD are to stop minting tokens, and they are still allowing, obviously it's still functioning as normal. They still have those reserves and it's still backed 1-to-1. But we are seeing here that according to a Financial Times report, BUSD holders have hurriedly withdrawn their funds from the asset as fear, uncertainty, and doubt has engulfed the market due to the regulatory crackdown. We did see in yesterday's news that TrueUSD has actually taken quite a big portion of the market share from BUSD. Many people are funneling their stablecoins into USDT, USDC, and TrueUSD as well. So last month, the New York Department of Financial Services ordered stablecoin issuing company Paxos to stop minting new BUSD tokens. Paxos obeyed the order but insisted that redemption and support for BUSD will continue until February 2024. And US SEC also disclosed its intentions to sue Paxos over the issuance of BUSD, claiming that the token was an unregistered security. And the commission said it would charge the stablecoin issuer with violating investor protection laws. So this is what we're seeing a lot of recently. We're seeing the SEC saying that people are offering, or companies are offering, unregistered securities. This is something we need to watch out for, especially because Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, said last week that every single cryptocurrency except Bitcoin was a security. I don't know if this is an insight on what is to come in the coming months, but that is a concerning opinion to disclose. Obviously, everything is dependent on the Howey test. The Howey test determines whether an asset is a security or a commodity. We are seeing different altcoins trying to position themselves out of the security category. We've seen Polkadot trying to position itself as a software instead of as a security, and it's very difficult to see what these are actually going to be classified as. We need clarity within these markets. It's very common that we see if a project has been launched via an ICO, it is then classed as a security, but Ethereum is being classed as a commodity previously. Now Gary Gensler is saying it could be a security again, but Ethereum was actually launched as an ICO as well. So we do need to be careful about these regulations, and this is why we are so happy to see that Coinbase are stepping in with that first article we have here, with this campaign of Crypto 435, trying to get the cryptocurrency people's voices heard and helping us build a regulatory framework that is positive for the cryptocurrency industry. Regulation isn't a negative thing, but we want to see regulation put in place that allows us to still interact with the cryptocurrencies and have all of the industry still able to grow. So it says here again in this article, quick recap, their choices will determine how, when, and where you can build, buy, sell, and use crypto. We need to make sure that they get it right. And that means making your voice heard. So that's what we're hearing from Coinbase. We need to be careful about this. We want to see positive things coming from that news article. And I hope other companies following Coinbase's footsteps from this. This is very positive news. Let's move on to the next article. There we have Binance's new AI-powered NFT generator sees 10,000 NFTs minted in just 2.5 hours. So this has had a huge demand, clearly. It's called Picasso, and it's AI-generated NFTs. So the popular chatbot, let's start from the beginning. The popularity of ChatGPT, AI chatbot, has resulted in an increment of global interest in all things related to artificial intelligence. And the popular chatbot that can write university-level essays and write computer code has opened the doors to infinite possibilities on how artificial intelligence can be utilized in other industries and in simplifying life for human beings. Now, this ChatGPT is absolutely bizarre. I did a maths degree in uni a couple of years ago. And for my final dissertation, my final project, which accounts for a huge amount of your degree, mine was based across this piece of code that I'd written. And I asked ChatGPT to write this piece of code a couple of weeks ago, and it literally did it within 30 seconds. I mean, that dissertation took me a long time. That is a huge project. Let's take a look at this anyway, though. So now this ChatGPT has caused a huge wave within cryptocurrencies. We've seen a huge wave in AI-based tokens performing very well. It's been a very popular narrative Within the cryptocurrency space, and now we're seeing Binance take advantage of this and create AI-powered NFT generator, Picasso. So jumping on the hype of the AI at the moment, Binance. But let's move on to the next article we have here. Let's take a look at what we have. Stolen NFTs increased by over 260% in February. So over $16 million in NFTs were stolen in February, mainly from collections by Yuga Labs. So NFTs thefts are on the rise, and blockchain security firm PeckShield reported on Thursday that $16.2 million in NFTs were stolen in February, reporting a 268% increase compared to the $4.4 million loss in the previous month. So over $16 million worth of NFTs have been stolen. Unsurprisingly, scammers are most after high-value NFTs, as some of the tokens stolen and traded in February were mainly from popular collections like Sewer Pass, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and Other Deed, all of which are issued by Yuga Labs. You can tell I'm not a big NFT fan. That took me a second to remember. Let's take a look at this. So a previous stolen NFTs come from compromised social media platforms. A previous report by blockchain analysis firm Elliptic revealed that stolen NFTs usually come from compromised social media platforms like Discord, phishing emails, malicious websites, and mobile wallet exploits. So cyber criminals use these attack methods to steal over $100 million in NFTs between July 21 and July 22, and making an average of $300,000 per scam. And Elliptic have said actual numbers are likely to be higher as theft are not always publicly reported. So that is a huge amount. Just be wary with these scams. We are in the world of cryptocurrency. There are many different scams within the space. We just have to be careful and make sure that we don't trust anybody with our personal information that could allow them to get access to our cryptocurrencies. Always keep your seed phrase, your recovery phrase, your private keys safe. Don't share that with anybody. And most public figures will not message you first. That's a huge scam within the space. People will make accounts making themselves look like that martini guy when they're not, and then message people and say, I'll help you grow your portfolio. That is not any of these public figures. It's highly, highly unlikely to be those. You have to question people's motives before they do it. Why would Jordan reach out to you specifically to offer to grow your portfolio? He hasn't. It's a scammer. So just be careful with the different scams within the world of cryptocurrency. There is also a very popular one, which I think is incredibly smart, where people will airdrop tokens to a huge amount of wallets, and that token will have a attached website. And if you link your wallet to that website to sell these tokens for Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, they'll just drain your entire cryptocurrency wallet. Now that sounds good because you see your portfolio and you think it's got bigger and you think these tokens are worth money. I want to sell them. Then you try and sell them and your whole wallet is drained. So be careful with airdrop tokens as well. Just to be wary of, let's take a look at the next article we have here. Let's do this one first. Multiverse X Labs unveils Exporter super app to enhance Web3 access for everyone. So again, we're back onto adoption. As I said, we're either looking at adoption or regulation in the space right now, but here we have adoption from Multiverse, previously known as Elrond. They have unveiled its X Portal super app, and it is designed to reimagine digital finance and enhance users' experience of the digital world. So Exporter users can send and receive money, NFTs, and crypto, explore the metaverse, make payments using debit cards, and track investments all in one place. So according to a press release, the X Portal super app is an all-in-one finance, Web3, and metaverse platform. The application combines digital finance with social features, ease of use, and a simple user experience. And so users can send end-to-end encrypted messages through the app, create AI avatars, and access a portal for Web3 apps and metaverse experiences. With a few taps, users can send and receive funds, non-fungible tokens, and crypto, and make payments using debit cards and track investments. I have to say, this app sounds absolutely incredible. It is something that I'm going to go off this stream and download to check out a little bit more. So we'll have a little bit of an update on this. I'll let you know how I find it. X Portal's ability to make Web3 and Metaverse accessible to any smartphone user in the world shifts the entire conversation around all accessible digital experiences from a distant vision of the future into a reality today. And that is from the Multiverse X Labs head of products. That was a very good sales speech, I would say. Let's take a look at this final article. We have a little bit of concern from Bitcoin traders today, so we'll discuss this article and then we'll do a little bit of Bitcoin analysis and see what is happening in the market. So Bitcoin traders are worried as liquidity drops to levels last seen after Terra collapse. So the Terra collapse is the UST peg back in May 2022, where we saw, I think, $60 million be wiped off the cryptocurrency table. So let's take a look at this. With Bitcoin falling to hold the $24,000 price area, traders are failing to hold, traders are beginning to grow worried about the decrease in Bitcoin market depth, including Ethereum. So market depth is the quantity of bids and asks within the 2% of the mid price of the USDT pairs, and simply measures the market liquidity or ability to absorb relatively large market orders of an asset based on the number of standing orders to buy orders and sell orders at various price levels without significantly impacting the price of the asset. My light is just turned off there. I hope it's not too blurry. So essentially, this is looking at the buying and sell orders within the market within the current price range. If there's not many buy and sell orders, it means that to fill a big order, we could have more volatile movements because there's lower liquidity within the current price range. So if we take a look at this, Bitcoin and Ethereum have respectively seen a market depth of about 6,800 Bitcoin and sub 60,000 Ethereum in USDT pairs aggregated from 15 centralized exchanges, according to market data by Kaiko. As of October, the market depth were reported at over 15,000 Bitcoin and 120,000 Ethereum respectively. And so we can see on this chart there has been a big dip, and Kaiko has said market depth in native units is now the lowest it has been since the Terra collapse, after dropping over 50% since October for both Bitcoin and ETH. And the drop in Bitcoin and ETH markets depth suggests there is an absence of liquidity for the two largest coins and perhaps other major altcoins. The concern is that in liquid markets, prices can be easily influenced by relatively small amounts, which could result in sharp price volatility. So that is exactly what we've just said. If there's low amounts of buys and sell orders, it means that the markets have to move more in order to fill market orders, so we can see volatility within the markets. So it might be an exciting few weeks for cryptocurrency. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart and see what we are looking at right now. So on the bigger time frames, let's delete all of these lines and start from the beginning. Let's take a look at the RSI on the 1 hour chart and the MACD. We're looking pretty neutral on the 2 hour chart. Let's pull these out a little bit more. We could be neutral on the RSI and slightly bearish momentum on the MACD, and on the 4 hour chart we're about to take into two bearish momentum on the MACD, and the RSI again is looking a little bit neutral. So let's take a look at just the price levels now and see what we are looking at. We can clearly see we have a level of support here. If we run through all of these levels, you can see that we have some supports that we are looking at that is currently sat at the $23,180 level. We also have a level of resistance that is acting incredibly strongly at $25,250. I would love for that to break. I would love to. Sorry, I was reading the comments then and I just got completely distracted. It says, Jess, you hardly breathe in between. I know, I speak so fast. I'm trying to slow down. We have a massive level of resistance at $25,250. I'm waiting to see us break through that. If we manage to break through that and use that level as a support, I expect that we are in for a pretty good few weeks. But for that to happen, we need to break through that $25,250 level. We've been rejected from that pretty harshly as of now, and we are currently facing some more resistances before we get to that point. But that is all we have really for the Bitcoin chart today, and that is all of the cryptocurrency news finished for today's stream. We will be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. with more market updates, more Bitcoin analysis. So make sure to tune back in. If you don't get updates from YouTube, make sure to go to the subscribe button and press that bell notification button as well. And if you do still miss these live streams, I know the notifications haven't been great in the last couple of days. Make sure to follow us on Twitter because we always put a tweet out just before we're going to go live. If you put our notifications on our Twitter profile, you'll never miss these streams. But that is all from me today. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. I hope the sound has been a little bit better today. I'll listen back to it and see if it's improved. If not, we'll go back to yesterday's solution. But that is all, and I will see you back here tomorrow.